Yeah. Yeah. You in my mind when the night settles slow. City lights flicker, but your glow still grows. Every heartbeat echoes your name in the tone. In this quiet space, I never feel alone. Yeah. Yeah. I walk these blocks with your shadow in my chest. Every step aligned like a rhythm in my breath. No distraction when your voice cuts through the noise. You the only signal in the world full of decoys. Late night thoughts drift, but they always return to the fire in your eyes that I silently learn. Every line I write is a prayer, not a flex. You the axis of my life, every thought intersects. I was lost in the static, now the signal is clear. Every doubt dissolves when your presence is near. No illusion, no games, just the bond I protect. You the one I reflect, every word, every step. You are my heart, my life, my one and only thought. Every breath I take is a lesson that you taught. Through the silence and the chaos, you remain the core. You the only truth I ever search in the dark. You are my heart, my life, no one else compares. Every road I take always leads me there. In the noise, in the still, in the dark, in the light. You the one and only vision in my sight. Yeah, you're one and only vision in my sight. If the world fades out, I still remain with you. Every version of myself becomes aligned and true. No division in my soul, every fragment restored. You the only thought I need, the only one I'm toward. Time dissolves in your presence, I don't measure the days. Every moment redefined in a permanent haze. No ending to this feeling, it's a loop, not a phase. You the constant in the variable maze. You are my heart, my life, my one and only thought. Every breath I take is a lesson that you taught. Through the silence and the chaos, you remain the core. You the only truth I ever search and adore. You are my heart, my life, etched into my sound. Every single path I take, you the one I found. In this lo-fi dream where the moments are slow. You the only place my mind will ever go. You, my thought, my life, still with me through the night. Only you in my mind. One truth, one life, intertwined. Late night thoughts, you in my mind again. count the hours when the silence speaks your name. Every shadow in the dark still echoes your frame. Neon halos in my room where your memory lingers. Touch of a ghost in the air that slips through my fingers. I try to sleep, but my thoughts rewrite the scene. Every blink turns to a film of what you mean. Heartbeat syncs with the rhythm of your trace. Time slows down every time I see your face. Dreams pull me deeper where your voice resides. In that space I drift where the real world hides. If love's a frequency, you're the only tone I hear. Every quiet night, you're the reason I'm still here. I'm awake in reflection, asleep in your design. Between reality and dream, you blur the line. Every breath I take repeats your refrain. A loop of your presence running through my veins. Thinking of you keeps me awake in the night. Every thought of you burns quiet and bright. Dreaming of you lets my soul take flight. I close my eyes just to hold you tight. Being with you is the breath in my chest, the only place where my heartbeat rests. Lost in your gravity, nothing feels wrong. With you in my world, I belong. I belong. Yeah. Yeah. No map for this feeling, no compass to guide. You're the current I drift in, the pull of the tide. Between waking and dreaming, you blur into one. A cycle of longing that can't be undone. If I reach for your presence, I'm closer to peace. In your silence, my restless thoughts find release. Thinking of you keeps me awake in the night. Every thought of you burns quiet and bright. Dreaming of you lets my soul take flight. I close my eyes just to hold you tight. Being with you is the breath in my chest, the only place where my heartbeat rests. Lost in your gravity, nothing feels wrong. With you in my world, I belong. Late night thoughts. I found strength in the way you say my name. Like gravity, soft, but it's holding my frame. No armor on, still I'm safe in your flame. Love ain't a chain, yeah, it's a shift in the game. You gave me weight when my soul felt light, anchored my drift in the dead of night. Every soft word turned wrong to right. Quiet power, never loud in might. I was fractured lines, you aligned my page. Turned cold fear into tempered rage. Not by force, just a warmer gaze. Love like yours, rewrite my face. Being loved deep gives strength to stand. Roots grow strong in a gentle hand. But loving you made me understand. Courage lies when you take that chance. Strength in your arms, I don't pretend. Courage to leap where I can't defend. Love me or love you, both transcend. One makes me rise, one makes me bend. Yeah. I stepped in fire when I loved you back. No map drawn, just faith in the track. Heart when open, no plan to stack. Risking the love, no safety pack. You gave shelter, I chose the storm. You kept me steady, I chose transform. Strength is gifted, but courage is born. And loving deep through the break and torn. Being loved deep gives strength to stand. Roots grow strong in a gentle hand. But loving you made me understand. Courage lies when you take that chance. Strength in your arms, I don't pretend. Courage to leap where I can't defend. Love me or love you, both transcend. One makes me rise, one makes me bend. Yeah. Strength, I gave you courage. Same love, different motion. Still we growing.
My dear, we were written in the dark before the light appeared. Two echoes in the void already engineered. We met in a memory neither mind could recall. Prelude to a lifetime, scripted long for the call. Fate in the margins, cursive lines in the soul. Ink never visible, still it played its role. I felt you in silence and spaces between breath. In deja vu whispers that dance with depth. Every glance now echoes what we once knew. Like time folding pages just to point me to you. No first impression, more like a return. Like embers rekindled that refuse not to burn. You the familiar in a world so strange. Constant frequency while the seasons all change. Before eyes could witness what the heart already knew. We were old conversations breaking through. No start, no end, just a loop we share. Met in every lifetime. Same rhythm, same air.
My dear, our souls met long before our eyes did. Written in the stars where the silence lies hid. No need for time when the truth feels timeless. We just align, no beginning to define this. My dear, we collide like echoes in the infinite. Love pre-designed, no need to reinvent it. Seen you before in a life I can't describe. Now we just arrive where our spirits survive.
Yeah, I knew your cadence before you spoke a line. Heard your rhythm in the pulse of mine.
Parallel paths, but the route was shared. Same constellation, different skies we air. You the deja vu in a stranger's face. Gravity subtle, but I feel the pull in place. Like jazz in the night, improvised yet planned. Every note accidental, but perfectly scanned. We don't rush clocks, we bend their will. Slow dance for seconds till the world stands still. Your name in my chest like a half-known song. Unfinished for years, now it sings along. No coincidence, just design unseen. You the in-between and what could have been.
My dear, our souls met long before our eyes did. Written in the stars where the silence lies hid. No need for time when the truth feels timeless. We just align, no beginning to define this. My dear, we collide like echoes in the infinite. Love pre-designed, no need to reinvent it. Seen you before in a life I can't describe. Now we just arrive where our spirits survive. Pulling back together everywhere we flow. Not chance, not luck, not something new. Just the same old truth rediscovered in you.
My dear, our souls met long before our eyes did. Etched in the void where existence lies hid. No need for proof when the feeling's this endless. We just align beyond space, beyond senses. My dear, we align like notes in a chord. Every life we return to the same accord. Seen you before in the truth undefined. Now we just remember what was always aligned. Before sight,
we align.
No star,
just design, my dear.
Before sight,
we align.
No star,
just design, my dear.
Before the ink of time was drawn, a ghost in every dawn I ever leaned upon. Same soul, reshaped in echoes, drifting through design. Different faces, same light, same rhyme. Met you in the margins of a past I can't recall. Ancient like the script on a forgotten wall. Every lifetime shuffle, still we never fall apart. You the constant rhythm to my wandering heart. From Silk Road whispers to the steel train hum. Different skies above, but we were still one drum. I chase your silhouette through centuries of dust. Every loss reborn into a deeper kind of trust. I seen you in the firelight, temple in the street. In the hush between the notes when the melodies retreat. Time been break, but it never could sever. Every once upon turned into forever. If I forget your face, my soul still remembers. Through the coldest nights, through the dying embers, I loved you in 1,000 forms, 1,000 times. Through every age, through every line, life after life, we intertwine. Your every past and every mind. No end, no star, just endless climb. Your soul in sync, your pulse and mine. Across the dark, your light aligns. Forever yours, beyond all time. We were ink and paper, we were spark and flame. Different last names, but the love the same. Met in every era like a code we cracked. Even when we lost, we always circle back. From the ruins to the rooftop, neon glow. From a silent prayer to a late night show, I felt you in the static of a broken frequency. Like the universe itself was looping you to me. No coincidence, just cosmic design. Every road I walk somehow leads to your sign. Reincarnated rhythm, never out of phase. We just changed the stage, never changed the phrase. I loved you in 1,000 forms, 1,000 times. Through every age, through every line. Life after life, we intertwine. Your every past and every mind. No end, stars, a quiet repetition, hidden deep in who we are. Every end we face was just a hidden door. We don't meet once, we meet forevermore. I loved you in 1,000 forms, 1,000 times, through every age, through every line, life after life. We intertwine, yeah, every past and every mind. No end, no start, just endless climb. Your soul in sync, your pulse in mine. Across the dark, your light aligns, forever yours, beyond all time. Same soul, blue skin, swear you still mine. Again, through space, through time. I heard your name in the hum of the train, like deja vu dancing soft in my brain. Static in air, but it carried your tone. Somehow the silence felt less alone. Back on the block where the echoes are made, footsteps remember the shape of your name. Time did a loop, never broke the chain. Love went quiet, but it never was slain. Pages we wrote in invisible ink, faded from sight, but still made us think. Eyes met once, now the timeline bends. Past and the present, the message resents. Dreams had a code only we could decode. Lost in the static, but still we were low. Frequency low, but it's cutting through noise. Signal of you in the space I avoid. We never ended, just drifted apart. Orbit misaligned, but same kind of heart. Gravity pulled when I felt you near. Soul recognized, soul crystal clear. No coincidence, I know this feel. Time don't erase what the soul makes real. Lines reconnect like a circuit sealed. Lost and found in the truth revealed. We met again in the space between. Unsaid words in a silent dream. Hearts don't break, they just intervene. Circle back to what's always been. You and I in a loop so clean. Past and present in one same scene. Fate don't miss, it just stays unseen. Soulmate signal through every screen. Different roads but the map's the same. Every direction still spoke your name. Tried new love but the code was wrong. Right frequency but a different song. Late night thoughts in a dim cafe. Your laugh still looping in soft delay. Memory plays like a one cassette. Rewind regret but we never forget. Energy shifts when you in the frame. World goes quiet, I feel no strain. Time stood still just to let us align. Stars recalibrate space and time. Not by chance, it was always designed. Threads reconnect on a deeper line. What we lost wasn't truly gone, just took the long way coming home. We met again in the space between. Unsaid words in a silent dream. Hearts don't break, they just intervene. Circle back to what's always been. You and I in a loop so clean. Past and present in one same scene. Fate don't miss, it just stays unseen. Soulmate signal through every screen. Was a test we passed in delay. Every missed moment just paved the way. You don't replace what the soul engraves. You Just return when the timing behaves. No need to chase, no need to pretend. We just resume where the story would end. Infinity folded inside one glance. Not luck, just a second chance. We met again in the space between, and say words in a silent dream. Hearts don't break, they just intervene. Circle back to what's always been. You and I in a loop so clean. Past and present in one same scene. Fate don't miss, it just stays unseen. Soulmate signal through every screen. Still you in the noise, still us in the void. Never lost, just delayed. Same soul, different phase. Still you in the noise, still us in the void. Never lost, just delayed. Same soul, different phase.
Tiptoed love like glass beneath my feet. Measured every word, rehearsed each beat. Built walls from what ifs, locked the gate tight. Protected my heart, but starved its light. Every glance I filtered through doubt's lens. Every hello waited for hidden ends. Afraid to fall, so I never leaned in. Safe in the loss, I refuse to begin. Caution whisper, don't risk the burn. But silence taught me what I didn't learn. The guarded hearts don't fracture, they fade. A slow erosion, no courage could have saved. Too much caution, love turns thin. Locking doors, keeps nothing in. I played it safe, but lost the flame. Happiness, forgot my name. Too much caution, heart stand still. Fear will guard, but love won't feel. What I protected slipped away in careful nights that killed the day. I analyzed affection like a code to crack. Double checked each step before I react. Read between lines that were never there. Built paranoia from simple care. She reached out warm, I pulled back cold. Confused her truth with stories I told. Her patience dimmed in my cautious frame, while I called fear by your wiser name. Missed every chance, disguised as small, afraid to rise, so I let it fall. Now echoes linger where trust could stay. A love delayed is a love that decayed. But it was fear in disguise, a cautious mind that never learned to arrive. Love asked for risk, I answered with walls, and silence became the loudest of calls. And trying to lose nothing, I lost what was real. Protected my heart at the cost of what heals. Too much caution, love turns thin. Locking doors keeps nothing in. I played it safe, but lost the flame. Happy means forgot my name. Too much caution, heart stand still. Fear will guard, but love won't feel. What I protected slipped away in careful nights that killed the day. If I had risked, if I had stayed, maybe love would have found its way. But caution held me too long, too tight. And quiet hearts don't win the fight.
silhouettes drift where the streetlights glow. One pulse in the dark, but two shadows show. Same spark split apart just to learn how to meet. Two bodies, one rhythm, one soul on repeat. We orbit the same sun, just different degrees. Your breath in my lungs like a shared memory. No map in this love, still we move and sink. Like ink in the water, we blur at the brink. Half of my thought when you finish the line. Time folds in half when your fingers meet mine. Not two, we divide just to feel what is whole. A mirror existence, one body, one soul. We echo in silence, converse without sound. Lost till we split, now we're finally found. Your pain hit my chest like it's coded in me. A shared constellation, we're fated to be. No need for direction, the current just flows. You read all my chapters before they all wrote. We're halves of a sentence that never needs end. A loop in existence that bends just to mend. One soul, two skins, where the story begins. Split light in the dark, now a hole within. No space, no divide where your heartbeat rolls. Loving two hearts, it's a singular soul. One soul, two paths that circle again. Through loss and through time, we reconnect. And no end, no control, just the truth we hold. Two bodies, one life, one unbroken soul. If I'm the question, then you the reply. If I'm the wound, then you reason I rise. We fracture the field, what forever could mean. Two separate frames of the same living dream. No ownership here, just alignment of fate. Not bound by the flesh, but the space we create. We meet in the middle where ego dissolves. A paradox love that the mind can't resolve. Two forms, one flame. Call your name, feels the same. Split too fine, then combine. One soul across time. Like a hymn in the haze. Street lights drip, go through the cracks of my days. Breathe in the night, feel the weight drift away. Loved every second, I'm good if I fade. I danced with the dusk, made a deal with the dawn. Turned pain into ink, let it live in a song. Every scar got a story, it carried along. Every right that I missed taught me how to be wrong. I tasted the bitter, the sweet, and the same. lit up the dark, let it spell out my name. No gold on my wrist, still I doubled my game. Cause the wealth was the breath and the steps in the rain. From corners where dreams used to cling to the cold, to nights when my soul felt the fire in the soul. I laughed with the lost, found a map in the fold. Every moment I spent was a moment I owned. So if this the end, then the curtain descend. I ain't begging for seconds or need to pretend. I've been rich in the living, the love that I lend. So I walk with a smile when I reach for the end. No weight on my chest, let it rest, let it be. Every breath that I borrow was freedom to me. If the tide take me under, I still leave it free. I was whole in the now, that's enough legacy. Because I love life, I got no sorrow to die. Let the wind take my name, let it drift through the sky. No regrets in my veins, no more tears left to cry. I was rich in the moment, that's the reason why. Because I love life, I let the fear pass me by. Every low had a lesson, every fall made me fly. When the night called my soul, I don't question or try. I just breathe out in peace, no sorrow to die. No sorrow to die. No sorrow to die. No sorrow to die. I walked through the fire, made a friend of the flame. Turned out in the drive, gave a pulse to the pain. Every loss was a lens, helped me see through the rain. Every step that I took, I was breaking the chain. From the rhythm of heartbeats to clocks on the wall. I ain't chasing forever, I embraced every fall. Every never again turned to stand up and ball. Now the echo of life is the loudest of all. I don't fear the departure, I lived in the now. Kept my soul in alignment, I honored the vow. No illusion of time got me bending or bowed. I was free in the quiet, never lost in the crowd. So when silence arrived and it calling me home, I ain't walking in shadows, I'm claiming the throne of a life fully lived in the seeds I have sown. Every love that I gave is the light that I own. Because I love life, I got no sorrow to die. Let the wind take my name, let it drift through the sky. No regrets in my veins, no more tears left to cry. I was rich in the moment, that's the reason why. Because I love life, I let the fear pass me by. Every low had a lesson, every fall made me fly. When the night called my soul, I don't question or try. I just breathe out in peace, no sorrow to die. No sorrow to die. No sorrow to die. No sorrow. If the end is a door, I've been living the key. Every second I spent put the lock into me. No remorse in my chest, just a calm open sea. I was here, I was now, that's eternity. Because I love life, I got no sorrow to die. Let the wind take my name, let it drift through the sky. No regrets in my veins, no more tears left to cry. I was rich in the moment, that's the reason why. Because I love life, I let the fear pass me by. Every low had a lesson, every fall made me fly. When the night called my soul, I don't question or try. I just breathe out in peace, no sorrow to die. Sorrow to die.
Life whispers soft when the ego dies slow. Night teach truth that the daylight won't show. Holding too tight, make the spirit move low. Lose your grip, now you finally fall. I was chasing forever like it owed me a debt. Fear in my lungs like a permanent guest. Build me a throne out of pride and regret, till the crown fell heavy on a mind second guess. Clinging to moments, I'm holding them hostage. Time keep moving, I'm stuck in the process. Heart in the cage with a lock made of logic. Keys in my pocket, denial the locksmith. Every goodbye felt a cut to the bone. Every loss made me feel less whole. But the cracks let the real light show. Now I see what I never could know. Death ain't the end, it's a shift in the frame. Burning illusions, releasing the chains. Learn how to fall, you diminish the pain. Lose what you are, then you live again. Let it fade, let it go, let it breathe. Every end put a truth underneath. When you drop what you thought you should be, you unlock what you meant to achieve. When you learn how to die, you live. Let it fall, that's the gift you give. Every loss turn a key within. Open doors you ain't seen before. When you learn how to die, you rise. See the truth through the broken lies. Let it go, watch the soul revive. That's the way you survive. Now I'm walking lighter, no weight on my chest. Turning pain into rhythm, I'm passing the test. Used to fear every end like a sign of defeat. Now I see every ending just clear in the street. Ashes to soil, now the roots grow deeper. Night get cold, but the soul grow richer. Truth don't shout, it whisper in features. Silence loud when you finally listen. I let go of control, now control don't own me. Used to chase validation, now I move low-key. Every breath like a loan that's owed to the unknown. So I spend it in presence, not fear of the lonely. Death of the ego, the birth of the wise. Peeling illusions, I wore its disguise. Every surrender, a form of a rise. Now I live with the end in my hand. How to die, you live. Let it fall, that's the gift you give. Every loss turn a key within. Open doors you ain't seen before. When you learn how to die, you rise. See the truth through the broken lies. Let it go, watch the soul revive. That's the way you survive. Don't know nothing, not even your breath. Every second borrowed from the edge of death. So while you hold tight to a shadow at best, let it die. When you learn how to die, you live. Let it fall, that's the gift you give. Every loss turn a key within. Open doors you ain't seen before. When you learn how to die, you rise. See the truth through the broken lies. Let it go, watch the soul revive. That's the way you survive. Let it go. That's the way. Late train hum, thoughts drift slow. No rush, now let the small things glow. Breath and go where the quiet grows. Peace ain't bought, it's a place you know. Used to chase that shine in the stranger's glass. Measure my worth by a moment that passed. Built my joy on a fragile frame. External flames couldn't hold that flame. Now I sit where the stillness speaks. Find rich, calm in the quiet weeks. No applause, but the soul feels fed. Soft sunrise and the thoughts I thread. Gratitude grows where the ego thins. Less outside, more light within. No need crown, no borrowed throne. I struck gold in the self I own. No storm can shake what I hold inside. No borrowed eyes, no need to hide what I need. Don't live out there, it's in each breath.
it's always near.
I choose joy, let it rise, let it live in me. Grateful heart, that's the real currency. No outside noise gonna set me free. Got it quiet, go eternally. I choose peace in the lows and the in-between. Every breath, ride a softer scene, no chase left. I just let it be, found content in the soul I keep.
Seen highs fall like a house of cards. Quick wins fade, leave hidden scars. So I rewind how I define what it means just to feel alive. No more leaning on shifting sands. Built my calm with my own two hands. Every loss got a lesson hid. Turn my wounds to a place I live. Now my lens see the subtle gains. Brain got rhythm, not just pain. Every moment a quiet art. Full cup from an empty star. Hey,
I choose joy, let it rise, let it live in me. Grateful heart, that's the real currency. No outside noise gonna set me free. Got the quiet goal, yeah, internally. I choose peace in the lows and the in-between. Every breath, ride a softer scene, no chase left. I just let it be, find content in the soul I keep.
to the peace I found. No crowd loud when the soul turns round. No price tag on a grounded mind. Just slow time and a shift inside. Let it breathe, let the moment land. You don't need more to understand.
I choose joy, let it rise, let it live in me. Grateful heart, that's a real currency. No outside noise gonna